second press conference at the PIF Global Series Aramco Championship here at Shadow Creek. Delighted to be joined by the European Solheim Cup captain Anna Nordqvist and one of her vice captains, Anne van Dam. Anna, I'll start with you. It's 5 months until the Solheim Cup. How much are you looking forward to the event, and what does it feel like now heading into the last few months before it?
It's very exciting. It's been a lot of work, and it's a lot of Solheim Cup on my mind, whether it's like me going out for a walk or being out on tour, or there's something going on each day, which is exciting. And I think now as we get closer, you kind of get the excitement from the players, the qualifying, the caddies, the helpers. It's really like a huge team effort to make this happen, and obviously so much going behind the scenes that I can't really tell everyone about now, but just very, very excited. And it's such a privilege to be in this role, and kind of taking all the experience that I've got to experience through my years in the Solheim Cup, and kind of making my own a little bit with this captaincy.
And of what you can tell us, what's been your favorite bit so far?
I think my favorite part has been putting the team together, as far as in the helpers, the captains, and like everyone like in the closest team around the players. It's been tough too, because I've had so many people reach out and wanting to be part of it, and unfortunately I only have so many spots. But just kind of handpicking the people that I feel like is going to be a good asset to me and the team. That's been fun. But I love graphic design, so me and Mel, we designed the team outfits, and I think that's been my favorite task so far, and I think everyone's going to be quite excited, because I think both me and Mel, we like fashion, so we'll be seen in Netherlands, that's for sure.
And you're sat next to one of your vice captains. Just talk us through why you wanted Anne on your team, and your other vice captains as well.
Yeah, so early on I knew, Caroline Hedwall was going to be one that I wanted on my side. Like, she's been I feel like my ride or die Solheim Cup partner over the years, and I've had so many fun matches, and she brings so much to the table. And so I knew like she'd be one, and she was very excited when I got the chance to call her. Mel, I've known Mel for over 20 years. Same with Caroline. Like, we grew up playing junior golf together. Me and Mel, we were on the same junior Solheim Cup together in 2005 in the US. So I feel like we've done the whole journey together. So Mel and I we're quite different personalities. So I feel like Mel is a personality you want to have in the team room, and she brings a lot to the table. And also now in her job as a commentator, I think she gets to see more golf than any of us. So I think she's given me a huge asset. I only announced 2 captains early on, because I was saving a spot for Anne. Obviously being played in Netherlands, and I couldn't think of a better honor to be a vice captain in your own home country. Obviously I was hoping to maybe have the decision to pick her for my team, but with her pregnancy and everything going on there, like it was quite a non-brainer to ask her to be part of the team. So she's gonna have to teach me a little bit of Dutch in the upcoming months. But yeah, it's just been so great. We had a captain's call a couple of weeks ago now, and it's just fun to be able to pick each other's brain, and everyone has so many great ideas, and Anne certainly had a lot of great thoughts from just being out on tour and playing on the LET, and so I'm quite excited with the setup.
Perfect. And Anne, how proud are you to be appointed Ping Junior Solheim captain, and then also be a vice captain under Anna as well?
Yeah, for sure. To start with the Junior Solheim Cup, that was it started off a little bit as a joke between me and Eva Lotta, who always has been helping the Junior Solheim Cup over the past, I don't even know how many years, 10, 15, 20 years, I don't know. Because I was, on the team in 2015, I want to say. And then, at some point we started talking and said, well, if I ever get the chance to be a captain of these, that would be amazing, in full circle. Because I've played in the juniors, played in the real Solheim Cup, to then give back. I think the juniors is all about giving back. It's about them having a great week and getting that confidence and that excitement for the next chapter of their career. So for me to be able to hopefully help them, inspire them, especially doing it together with Bronte, who is the same age as me, I feel like we're quite close to these girls. It's a huge honor, and I actually didn't think it was possible that it was an opportunity. So I just asked at some point. We were joking, and Evelotte was like, "Well, would you want to do it?" And I was like, "Yes. Is it possible?" So it started off as maybe a joke, but then it became reality, and it's been super cool already. And can't wait. I'll probably go out in July to the team championships in Europe to have a look. And I think that's just something so different, right? You're out at a tournament. It's not about you. You're watching these girls and seeing them play. It's going to be super fun.
And in terms of being a vice captain, having played alongside Anna and now being a vice captain, what leadership qualities do you admire in Anna that she's going to bring to this role?
I mean, she has so much experience. How many Solheim Cups have you played in? 10?
Nine.
Well, this is then going to be the 10th, like overall. I think that says it for itself, right? She's seen it all, the good, the bad. I've only been to one, which was already such a huge week. So I cannot even imagine being to 9. And I think that speaks for itself. So I don't have anything to add in that perspective. I'm going to let her do her thing, which so far she's been amazing. And it's also nice to sit back a little bit and just learn, right? It's a new role for me, and just to see how Mel and Caro are in their role and how I can fit in. That's basically that week. What that week is for me is just to see where my qualities fit in, where I can help, and where I can let the rest do their job and let their experience come out. But yeah, doing it together with Anna, it's been fun. We met each other probably at Lake Nona quite a few years back when I was still an amateur. So it's one of these players you look up to, your whole life. I remember watching you guys when I was playing the juniors in 2015. So to then play together in Glen Eagles and then have this also come full circle and being able to help her out and seeing her in this amazing role that she deserves. So it's super fun, and I think from now on it's only going to get more busy, and we're going to have more chats, and slowly it's going to come real close, and that's the most exciting part.
And apart from teaching Anna and the team some Dutch, how else are you going to bring your Dutch culture to the team this summer?
Yeah, I just hope that's the only thing I've been talking about is just bring as many youth players out there, families. Golf is not a big sport in the Netherlands, and I really hope that this event is just going to inspire a lot of kids, right? That's what inspired me when I was young to watch the Dutch Open. Back then it was in Eindhoven. Watching them play, I was like, I want to play here, right? If you don't have that experience, you also don't know if it's something you might be interested in. So also with the juniors, I just hope, and that's what I've been trying to promote, is as many parents bring your kids out to come watch the juniors, then come stay, watch the real Solheim Cup, and hopefully just inspire a lot of youth. I think that's what the Netherlands needs. So hopefully that week will kickstart that.
And Anna, one more from me for you. How important a week such as the Aramco Championship, which is obviously co-sanctioned between the LET and LPGA Tour, you're getting to see a lot of players this week, whether that's just seeing them in player dining around or on the golf course. How useful is that for you in this role this year?
Yeah, first of all, I'm very grateful to even tee it up this week. I received a sponsor invite to be here. I've gone through a lot the last couple of years, and my play hasn't maybe been up to my potential. So I think I received my second sponsor invite of my career this week. So just very grateful for the support and for having this opportunity to be here. Like you said, it's a lot of girls from the LET, or the best one on the LET that now also play on the LPGA. Just being around everyone, I think, has been very beneficial for me in this role. Kind of having those day-to-day interactions with players and the caddies and everyone who's potentially can be involved. It's going to be a very exciting qualifying race. So certainly, being able to see most of the players tee off in an event together, kind of see how their game compared to each other, it's obviously very helpful. But just not having to basically, feel like you're really putting them on the spot by showing up, and then when they can see me each week. And I think that's why I said why I wanted to do this captaincy when I did, because I wanted to do this journey with them, and I wanted to feel like I was approachable and kind of just being there and being supportive, and having done 9, I understand what they're going through and the stress of trying to qualifying, and I just at the end of the day, I just want them to be themselves and play the best they can, if you play well, you're going to be on that team. So ultimately, like weeks like this, when we see them all, like it's just very helpful. And now having Anne here this week too, I think it's very easy and very smooth, and it just feels like a natural part of the process. But it's also an exciting part because you see how much this tournament means to not only us but all the players that are trying to make the team this year.
And one final one from me before I open it up. Congratulations on your newest arrival. Just how will you be balancing your schedule this year now with newborn baby, captaincy, vice captaincy, playing a few events? What will that be like?
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. I'm not quite sure yet. This is the first week, and so far it's been great. Like Anna said, it's so nice to be on the ground and talk to all the girls again. I think that's the most important thing. You can only do so much through text messages and stuff like that. So seeing everyone, I think it's great. Like some of the players I haven't even met yet, so it's just nice to walk up to them, introduce me to them, and I think that's great, and that's what I want to keep on doing. I'm not gonna plan on playing too much this year because my priorities have switched a little bit. So taking care of my daughter Josephine is definitely number one priority, and then my commitment to junior and the real Solheim Cup comes second, and then playing a little bit comes definitely third. So I take it super serious. So I want to be there at the moments where it matters, like a team practice and stuff like that, to really show up for the role that I asked to do. And I think that's very, very exciting, and it's nice to have a little bit of a different perspective and goals as well, where it's not just about me. I'm out there cheering on other players, which is also very, very cool. So that's kind of how I see to balance this year, but we'll see how it goes. It's all very, very new.
Yeah. I'll open it up for questions. There's roving mics. Mark.
And congratulations on the birth of baby daughter Jo.
Thank you.
You are a 5-times winner on the Ladies European Tour. Talk to us about the difference between celebrating your first ever LET win and celebrating the birth of baby daughter Jo.
I'm gonna make it funny. My first win, I got very drunk, which was like super fun. Which that's the night I would never forget. That was pure joy, and I was very young, and we were in China, and it was just one big madhouse. So that was some moment I never forget. But I thought my achievements on the golf course were always very important to me until you have until I had my daughter. That all was placed on spot 10 in importance. Being with her and seeing her smile, like nothing makes me more happy. So that moment is definitely the best moment so far of my life. So it puts golf in perspective, where I always thought that made me happy or not happy of how I would perform. But I think those days are definitely over, which is also very nice.
And given the time you've had away from the game, what are your expectations of yourself coming into this week?
0%. No, it's golf is a very weird game. Until yesterday I haven't been out on a golf course, like actually playing holes, since December. So that's very, very weird. I had no expectations, and I went out yesterday and actually played really lovely golf. So that's the weird thing about golf. Sometimes having zero expectations is the best. Like I said before, I'm here this week with different roles. That's why I'm here as well, just to be on the ground, show up for my sponsors PF and Golf Saudi, in the amazing event that they're putting on. Actually playing Shadow Creek a couple times this week is a treat that we rarely get. So like I said, my expectations have shifted a lot, especially this week. Like I gave birth just shy of 8 weeks ago, so my body feels not the same like it used to be. My club speed is not the same that it used to be, but I'm just out here having fun, having a good week, and also enjoying my new role. So that's the reality of this week.
A quick question to Anna. Two questions. First of all, did you watch the football last night?
No, because I was out practicing, but I had constant updates about the Sweden-Poland game, right, about making the World Cup, and so heading to the chipping green, we were 1-0 early on, and then all of a sudden I'm chipping for like 25 minutes, and I thought, I read that we had scored 2-0, and all of a sudden it's 2-2, and I wasn't really sure what was going on. So definitely paid attention and was obviously very happy that we made it.
Brilliant. Well, congratulations for that. And secondly, similar to Nicola's question about time management this week, must be very difficult for you in terms of you're playing with so many players who could potentially be involved in a few months' time. How are you finding the challenge of being in so many different places this week, and how are you and Anne working together to kind of make sure that you've got as many bases covered as possible, if you like?
Yeah, so this has definitely been a huge learning experience. I think already last year when I was kind of trying to embrace this role and playing full time, it was hard because I felt like I was torn. My focus was a little torn, and there was a little bit more things on my plate than I expected it to be. This is my third tournament in a row this year, and I hadn't teed it up for a couple months. So I think 2 weeks ago was a real reality check of maybe what I was in for this year. So I think I reached out to the LAT team and the LPGA team, and my management team to all help me manage everything that's going on my plate, and that's been quite helpful because, as much as I'm the Solheim Cup captain, I'm also trying to play full time this year, and I wanted to be a positive being out here. So I think it's just trying to, prioritize when I'm doing one thing, but like on the golf course, like I'll always pay attention. I play with Chiara Tamberlini on Sunday. So it always helps, I feel like you see things different, like inside the ropes. And I think that's going to be one of the positives that I'm going to take. But yeah, definitely it's going to take a village this year, and a lot of my team to help me out, kind of managing everything. Having Anne here this week, we're going to get together, I think, tomorrow. It's just been very busy the last couple of days. So I try to do the best I can. But I've also, my attention to details and preparations has always been something that I pride myself for. So now I'm trying to prepare for both. But I just try to, do one thing at a time, and try to, when I'm on the golf course, I try to put my phone away because it tends to blow up these days. So, but yeah, it's been fun. I'm trying to embrace it, but also, playing and being inside the ropes is something that I still love doing, and I'm obviously committed to doing. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to manage it both. So it'll be another good challenge this year.
And just Sarah.
And I think you surprised a lot of people when you announced Joe on social media. What's been the reaction that you've received from maybe your fellow LAT members or even your fellow LPGA Tour athletes?
Yeah, I think the LPGA and LAT were all like such a big family. We know each other playing junior golf, so even for me, seeing any of my friends or even colleagues that I'm not that close with, becoming moms and having kids, I think it's the most beautiful thing. We have a lot of super badass moms out on tour that are combining playing with raising kids. I never saw myself as a type that would, play full time and raising a kid. I was like, I first want to take a year or 2 years off to focus on, the baby and then come back. But just seeing this week how hard it is. It's I'm super impressed with, my friends that do this every week, traveling with their kids. It's I definitely underestimated them a lot. But yeah, I think celebrating a child, everyone has been so exciting, and like I said, it's a real family. So, seeing other kids on tour, it's the best. So it's been fun, but I've had a lot of what the F are you doing here this week moments with players in the locker room that are like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I don't really know. But no, it's been great. It's been everyone is like, where is she? Can we meet her? But for now, she's just chilling in a hotel with grandma, enjoying the nice Bellagio. So I'm not gonna disrupt her with bringing her out to the golf course quite yet. But come Dutch Open in June, come September, she'll definitely be out there cheering on Team Europe. So I can't wait to have her be a part of this. And it's all been amazing.
You all have got some mom energy in the team room this year on the Solheim Cup. Do you think that kind of helps? Like you're ushering these kids around this golf course, trying to get them to win a Solheim Cup. Do you think having that experience will help you in your vice captaincy, and same to do that with Mel?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I'm still quite new to this all, right? Which I think the coolest thing is, as soon as you have a kid, like, your life is not about you anymore, which I think these roles are quite the same. So it's very cool to take care of other players. Even Anna, asking all the time, what do you need? Can I do something? It's a very fun role. So yeah, mainly, obviously my first priority is the juniors. That comes first, as it's also the first event, and I know how stressful it is and how scary it is. So for them to just be able to talk to me, obviously I can learn a lot from Anna, just to be approachable, and I think that's what it's about. Talking to these players, and whether they make it or not, like, it shouldn't change how I approach them. Everyone tries their hardest, and that's kind of what I want to bring to them. If I can mean something to a player that's going to finish 30th on the ranking and not make the team, when someone who makes the team, I think they should all be treated the same, and that's kind of my mentality going into it, and taking that also into the Solheim Cup. Like I said before, talking about the kids, we're all family, right? Players go up and down throughout their career, so I've always been someone that just treated everyone the same. Didn't matter if they're playing well or poor. That's sometimes what can happen a little bit out on tour. So I just try to be as consistent as I can, and overall just try for them to have a good week and a fun week. I think that's there's such beautiful events that I want everyone to look back, and win or not, win or lose, to just be like, this was a fantastic week. I think if we can accomplish, or if I can accomplish that for the 2-week span, I think it would be very successful.
That's it. So thank you and good luck this week.
Thank you.